Hey beautiful people, today I have the August Ipsy Glam Bag Base Box or Boxycharm by Ipsy and Icon box for you guys. And this is sent for review purpose. I do have an affiliate link down below and we're gonna jump into it. I will have timestamps down below if you're looking for a specific bag or box, and also the try on portion. So this video is a little bit longer than my usual ones because it includes all three, and I did do quite a bit of testing out and trying on this time around. First things first, the Icon box was done by Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. I absolutely love John Legend. Me and my husband's song is All of Me. So I just love his music, and his muse of course is his wife. And so they did put in some extra goodies. They put in the Loved 01 exfoliating cleanser. If you don't know, John Legend created a skincare line specifically for those people who have more melanin in their skin. That being said, if you go over to his website, you'll see that these are very affordable. They're around like $12, $13, $15. And I was just kind of like going through the website, and it explains that melanin skin usually is a little bit more drier. It needs a little bit more hydration. And so this line was specifically made for that, with those types of ingredients to help people with a lot of melanin in their skin. So definitely look into it if you're curious about that. Next up is Cravings. Cravings is the kind of, I don't know if you guys know, but Chrissy's really into cooking and baking, and she's always sharing like all kinds of yummy stuff over on her social media. And she has this Cravings brand, and at first when I got it, I thought they were already made. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna eat one of these. It's the mix. So this is the perfect chocolate chunk cookie mix. You just have to add egg and butter, which I am going to do with my son and make them this weekend. I might share it over on my Instagram. Follow me if you're not. I would love to have you follow me. I try to really interact with you guys over there, but I'm excited to make these cookies and see how yummy they are. First bag that we're gonna get into is the Ipsy Glam bag. The bag this month is super cute. It says glam on there. And the theme this month is the, I wanna say the Beauty Olympics. If you don't know, the Olympics are going on right now. I am such a fan of watching them. I've already been diehard watching the women and men's gymnastic, diving, the whole 9 yards. I absolutely just love it. I love rooting for everybody in the Olympics. I just want them to all do their best, and it makes me sad if one of them falls. I'm just an empath, but I love watching and cheering everyone on. I adore it. Anyways, so it says the Beauty Olympics, and so we are going to open this up, and oh my god, they put an iconic moment here. If you guys don't know, I watched this when I was a little girl, and it was so inspiring. This happened in the 90s. I want to say her name is Carrie Shrug or something, but she literally, if you don't know, you need to go watch this event. This was so historic, so inspiring, amazing. But let's get into the beauty. First off, in the bag, like separated from my bag, I have this little makeup sponge, and it has a cute little panda on the packaging on the outside. This is made in China, and the brand is M2U, so I will definitely be using that. And then inside the bag itself, the first thing that I have is the Stone Street Soap House, and it says hey ho. Hey ho? I'm dead. Okay. A wholesome bodysuit flay. So it's a super light moisturizer, and it has chamomile, celery seed, jojoba oil. I'm going to put this into my purse. I've been trying to be really good about putting like cuticle oil on my nails and using like creams on my hands. That's where your first signs of aging are, before your face a lot of times is like your hands. So I'm going to pop this in. Let's go ahead and take a little whiffy whiff and see what it smells. Oh my god, this smells so good. It is such a fresh smell. You can definitely smell the chamomile in there. It's relaxing. This is something that I would even put on my hands and like take a good sniff before bedtime. It's a relaxing scent. It also has almond oils, argan. It says its straw-like fragrance was inspired by the scent of a haystack on a hot summer's day. Oh, no wonder it says hay, but I think they should have left off the ho part. Hey ho. But super yummy. It does. Like, the chamomile makes it smell like hay, like a fresh stack of hay or something. But it smells really, really good. And next up, we have a tiny little palette. Let's go ahead and see what this is. This is BV Beauty Volte Regal palette. And I say this a few times in the try on, but if you guys see my little interruption, my son is still home from school and his dad is trying to keep him over there, but you know, I'm just rolling with the punches. But this is a cute little palette, more on the smoky side, and it has these very deep tone, orange, pink, really cute. We'll be giving this away. Not particularly going to keep this one, just because I have too much. Like, have you seen my collection? Next, we have a tiny The Professional matte primer. This is to mattify your skin. And then we have something that I really love. Tony Moly is a Korean skincare. I feel like he was one of the first like people that are first skincare from Korea that I saw here in the US, and I started using him way back in the day. If you see, so I think I have a video like 9 years ago with like using his cooling stick, and I really loved his line. And this is called I'm Red Wine. It's a pore tightening mask, and I'm not sure if this is a peel off mask. No, you definitely like you just wash it off. But I will be keeping this and trying it. I do really love Korean skincare and just their products in general. I feel like they're really nice, beautiful, and they kind of want to have like that beautiful glowy skin and minimalistic look, and I really love that. Overall, the glam bag was just it was okay. It wasn't like spectacular to me. Now we're gonna jump into the base box, or Boxycharm by Ipsy, whatever you want to call it. It's the monthly box. First in here is by Illamasqua. This is their mineral baked highlighter in the shade Gimme More. I show you guys this next to Soft and Gentle, and it's literally the same shade. It's very beautiful. I do feel like they kind of just overdid it on the packaging. It's a little, she's a little thick, she's a little chunky, but this is very beautiful. It's the highlight that I have on my skin right now. This is like that old school, when highlights first became a trend and everybody wanted like to be shining and just beaming from their cheeks. This is that type of highlight. It's very beautiful. Soft and Gentle has always been in my collection, and this is just as beautiful. I do prefer the Soft and Gentle just because of the way the packaging is. It's thinner, and it also like just opens up easier. This one, like, you have to twist it open. Next, we have the iconic London Treat Yourself eyeshadow palette. I was so scared that this was going to be a neutral palette, but as you can see by my eyes, this has a lot of fun colors in here, and so this is part of the try-on. Look at how gorgeous these shades are. We have a lot of fun, beautiful pastels, and then some pops in here, like this blueberry sucker shade. We have toffee whip, just a lot of beautiful shades. I really enjoy their palettes. Their mattes are usually a little bit more of the buildable type of pigment, but this time around I was really shocked how So Fresh, which is that turquoise that I have underneath my lash line, it's really pigmented. So some of these you want to be a little bit more lighter hand with, but I feel like most of these mid-tone shades over here you'll be okay with just building it up like the normal formula from Iconic London. Their shimmers, some of them are on the chunkier side and you have to use more of a natural brush or your finger. But some of these shimmers that I saw in here, like Sprinkles, sherbet. You'll see by the texture on them which ones will be picked up from a brush. If they're more on that chunkier texture that you see, you're gonna need your finger. But the ones that are a little bit smoother on top, it does pick up really nicely with a brush. Next, we have some skincare products in here. First up is the Lip Potion by Kay Voss. This is an overnight lip mask. It comes in a tube formula and it doesn't have any scent, which, to be honest, I'm a scent person. I really like for things to be scented. And so when it said that it had pineapple in here, I was like, yeah, and then it doesn't have any scent whatsoever. I do like that it's in a tube formula. It's very thick and just very moisturizing on the lips. And then we have our little paper that they're sending out now. It's not curated to your box per se, so it just kind of has some random products in here. Sometimes you'll see your products and sometimes you won't. So I don't think the majority of my products are on here. Yeah, the majority of my products are not on here. I don't see like any of them. And then it gives you a sneak peek to September's lineup. And I haven't been looking at these, to be honest, because last time, if you guys saw my video for July, I was like a little let down because I really got excited by the paper and then did not get anything. So I'd rather just be surprised. I'd rather not get my hopes up. But the other thing in here is the Rejuvenating Keys Soul Care. This is the Firm Belief Smoothing Peptide Cream. She is very thick, very emollient, is going to really hydrate your skin. I really enjoy her line and the packaging is beautiful. It's like this dark purple. She always has a very positive kind of affirmation on the back of all her packaging. Everything that I've tried from her has been really, really good. And this one is fermented astragalus root and snow mushroom. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, and this is supposed to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and plump your skin for a more radiant look. This is really gravitated towards my skin type, which is more normal to dry. As soon as I put this on, I even put this on during the try on and it just absorbed into my skin really, really nicely. This might be a little too thick if you are on the dry, not on the dry side, on the oily side. This might be a little too thick for everyday, like for a morning moisturizer, but you might like this for night. Then the other thing that I tried that I really liked was this. This is the Fleur and Bee Eyes Baby, like Ice Baby. And it's an anti-aging eye cream. It has 18 active ingredients in here, and I just literally had to try this. I have 5 eye creams right now in my bathroom, but just seeing the ingredients in here made me want to try it. It's cruelty-free, 100% vegan. It's sustainably made, and it's made without parabens, sulfates, fragrances, so it is fragrance-free, and they donate 1% to charity. And it's a rich eye cream that will awaken and help with dark circles, wrinkles, and puffiness. And it does list out all the ingredients here, and I really thought it was really cool that they have like a little heart, and if the ingredient has a little heart by it, it's an organic ingredient. But it is really, really hydrating. I love the hydration it gave underneath my eyes. I do have more wrinkles, more crepiness, dryness underneath my eyes with aging, and I am recovering from using lash serums that had really dried out and made my under eye circles worse. If you guys haven't seen that video, I did a whole video about that and showed like the before and after, like when I stopped using it. The packaging is super cute. I like the pink top, and I'm excited to really try this out. I hadn't ever heard of this brand, like Fleur and Bee, but now I'm really excited to test out more products because it really impressed me how smooth and how hydrating my under eyes look after using this. So this is anti-aging and firming, and I'll read out some of the ingredients. or you know what, you guys, if you get it, you'll see it has so many good ingredients, because I feel like in the try on portion I did read off some of these ingredients, so you'll see that there. Next up we have the Icon box, and this is usually curated by someone. I really enjoyed the Patrick Star. I loved the Gwen Stefani one, and this one is by Chrissy and John. They're so cute. I love the Lady in the Tramp moment here on the front, and a lot of the products are featured here on the inside. There's a few that I wish I had gotten, to be honest with you guys. Like, for example, they have a perfume in here, the Juice. They also have some of the JLo Beauty. I also saw the Pat McGrath and Janessa Myricks here. So if you get those, you're super, super lucky. And then they also have the Makeup Forever powder. So they have quite a few good products. They also have some other skincare here on the back. So let's get into what I got in my box. I did use quite a few of these on my try-on portion. First off is the Femu Brilliant Cleansing Wash. This is a product by Kelly Chung. I'm not sure who she is, but it says it's a gentle foaming gel, and it helps like restore balance to your skin. It has a lavender scent, which I'm gonna love because I love me some good lavender. Oh, I like the packaging. It's nice. It's very sleek. But that's what it looks like, and it is dermatologist tested and made in Korea. Yes, come through, Kelly Chung. I love me a good Korean product. I need to just shut up about it because I feel like I'm always saying that. I also love good Korean music like K-pop. If you're not on it, get on it. Next we have the KVD Locket. This is the Pore Refining Primer, and I use this around my nose area, and this just feels so nice and soft. I feel like I still see a few of my pores. It's not as filling as some of these other pore primers like the Professional. It's nice. This one's a little bit on the thick side and almost like kind of like goopy, like when you put your fingers, you like it almost feels like a little bit sticky. But it is nice. It's just not as nice as other pore filling primers that I have used. But it did like leave this whole area nice and smooth and soft. But I do see a little bit of the pores still showing through. So it's not too bad, but you know, it's not as effective. Like if you had a lot of pores, this might not be as effective as other ones. Next we have the iconic London Multi-Use Cream Blush Bronzer and Highlighter Palette. I complain about this in the try-on portion, but I wish that they had a variation of different ones. I don't like when brands do like a universal eye and cheek palette or just like one face palette. And so I'm not sure if they have more of this, but it seems like they just did this one with a variation of different bronzers in here. So we have 3 different bronzers on the bottom. We have light, medium, and dark, and then we have 2 blushes and a highlight. And so I would have preferred them to do like a full light palette, a medium, and a dark, but it is what it is. These blend very, very beautifully. They perform really nicely. I've really been into cream and liquids, and this really did a great job. I used it for contouring and bronzing around the face, well, basically bronzing around the face, because these are a little bit more of that orangey tone and not as much of a gray tone. Next we have these brushes. I will be giving these away. I've been trying to cut down on my brushes and be good about them and really keep more of my high-end ones that I use. And so this is Lithith. These are made in China, and it looks like a really nice set. It has like a concealer, it has an all over one, it has a few eye brushes. So nice. Just, you know, it's just I have way too much, and I really want to stick to things that I really enjoy, like brands that I feel like if you told me that these were Sigma or BK Beauty, I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna keep them. But like these unknown brands, I'm trying to really eliminate from my collection, really get down to the ones that work really, really good. Anyways, next up we have the Patchology Serve Chilled on Ice. This has peptides and are these little eye patches for underneath the eyes. It says to leave for 5 minutes, and it has cloudberry oil, peptides, and is basically supposed to really help with underneath your eyes, hydrate, chill, help with the puffiness. They suggest putting these in your fridge. I daily use eye patches. Right now I'm trying to use the what is that called, Cause RX ones. I have to be very careful because sometimes it can cause like a little bit of like breakout here, so I'm not sure if it's something in the snail mucin that I react to, but I have to use like very limited amounts, so I have to really squeegee those out before applying them underneath. But I love an under eye patch. If you guys aren't using one, I highly suggest it, especially as you get older. It's going to keep that area hydrated. If you put it in the fridge, even more, it's going to help with that puffiness that you're going to get when you wake up. Especially me, like I try to just wake up, get ready, and I'm on my way to work. So the first thing that I do is like wake up, wash my face, get, you know, like get all that and put eye patches underneath, and you will see such a difference in your under eyes. Anyways, next thing is the Fenty Skin Watch Ya Tone. And this is called Watch Ya Tone. So like watch your tone, but you know, in the slang version. And this is a niacinamide dark spot serum. It also has vitamin C. The packaging on this is super cool. You'll see it in the try on portion in action, but you basically like push down here and then it hits a dropper and then the serum comes out. It's a very nice lightweight serum and it felt really nice and just really went into my skin. But it's supposed to help with dark spots and brighten your skin and even your skin tone, and I'm all about that. That's why usually you'll see that I pick out foundations that are darker than my face so that I can match it to my neck and my body, because I am a little bit darker on my body and then my face is very pale because of retinols. I avoid the sun like the plague, so this is more my natural skin tone color, and my legs and stuff will be this color, but then my face especially, you will see, is very, very light. Next we have the Facial Radiance Pads. This has glycolic and lactic acids, and this really helps with like exfoliating your skin. I used one of these up completely and really enjoyed it, but the lady who does my facials, she suggests that I stop using glycolic acid, and so I did give away like my Pixie one, and I will be giving this away just because I do have more drier skin and it just really dries out my skin really badly. So I really have been using more toners that are a little bit more geared to drier skin, like the Pixie Collagen one, and I just feel like my skin responds better to that. So even though this is nice, like if you want to really like help your pores and exfoliate your skin, this is for smoother and brighter skin. But sadly for me personally, because of my skin type, this just isn't for me. But I really love First Aid Beauty. They have a lot of great products and their quality is really nice. And then I think that's, oh, I have one more thing. Ugh. This is the Kosas Weightless Lip Color. This was hiding underneath, and this has mango butter, cocoa butter, and rosehip oil. And it's in the shade High Cut, which is a warm rosy pink. I would have used this in the try-on if I had seen it, but this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and wipe off my lipstick and try this on. So you're not gonna get an accurate representation of this color because I did have the Kulfi lip oil stain, and as you can see, it stained my lips. But this is a beautiful like pinky nude. It's almost like melted. I feel like it's gonna fall. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it as low as possible. It's really tilting, so it looks like it melted in transit. But we're gonna go ahead and try High Cut, which is this beautiful peachy shade. And I did feel it move inside of here, so I'm afraid it's gonna break. This is super pigmented. As you can see there, it's starting to move. I'm afraid it's gonna break and just fall off, so we'll see how long this is gonna last me. The packaging is cute. It has like a magnetic clasp, but I'm sad that this probably melted somewhere in transit, sadly, but It is a pretty shade. It's probably lighter than what you guys are seeing because I do have the tint from this on my lips. Let's get into the try on portion now. For the try on portion, we are going to start off with the skincare. I usually don't try most of them on camera, but I thought it would be fun to do so. First thing I'm going to try is the lip potion. This is by K. Voss, and this is an overnight lip mask. I thought that when I opened this, and these were all sealed, I opened them so that I didn't have to do all that on camera. I thought when I opened it, it was going to have a fruity scent to it because it says it has pomegranate and pineapple, and it legit has no scent whatsoever. It's pretty thick and very similar to like Laneige, I don't know. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but very similar. I do like the fact that it's not in a jar and it is in a tube packaging. You can tell it's been a hot minute since I've recorded. But it feels really, really nice and hydrating on the lips. Next, I'm going to go in with the Watch Ya Tone from Fenty. This is a niacinamide dark spot serum. I love niacinamide because I do have dry skin. And it also has vitamin C. It's supposed to help brighten your skin. The packaging on this is so beautiful. I just kind of want to see what it's like. Oh, it's a dropper. So I'm not... Oh, okay. So it does have a little mechanism here and you just squeeze some out. You press on the bottom. So that's very innovative. I don't think I've ever seen a packaging like that. It has no scent whatsoever. Very nice, very thin formula. Most serums are very watery and thin, and usually you apply them before your moisturizer, so that absorbed really, really nicely onto my skin. And yeah, I'm curious how this is going to work on my skin. Next, I have Key Soul Care. This is the Firm Belief Smoothing Peptide Cream. I do have some of her skincare, and I have to say I really have enjoyed her skincare. And every time I get one, I'm just excited because they work really, really nicely. This has a very light, clean, kind of like that cream cucumber smell. Not so much the cucumber, more just like that clean smell from most moisturizer. And this is very thick. I would use this preferably at night. And it is vegan, fragrance free, cruelty free. So it is fragrance free. Maybe it's just the smell of the cream itself, but it feels really nice, hydrating. And like I said, I have tried quite a few of her products and have been impressed by the quality. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. All her packaging is like in this dark purple, and it usually has positive affirmations on it, which is always a bonus. Let me see what this one says. So this one says, "I am stronger than I know" on the back. And I really love that. I love anything that has positive affirmations, anything to bring positivity into this world, I am for. Next, we have an eye cream from Fleur and Bee. I have never tried this brand, I don't think, but the box, it says that this is called Eyes Baby. It's an anti-aging eye cream, and it has nourishing actives, and there's 18 of them in here. And they do have a mini set that you can use a coupon code for, and it says it has caffeine, aloe, sunflower oil. The list is very long on here, but we shall see. Cute little packaging with the pink top, brown jar, and usually brown jars are good for conserving the ingredients of skincare. It is pretty thick, so I'm just gonna dab it in just that one time. This will last you a lifetime because look how big it is, and you only need the slightest amount. Wow, that feels nice, hydrating. It almost has kind of like a little bit of a silicone feel to it, which I feel would be nice under concealer. but I usually don't keep eye creams because right now I even have 5 of them in my collection. But this one with all these different ingredients really kind of drew me in. It has vitamin E, the aloe, the caffeine. So I was like, oh, I really need to try this. Fleur and B. And this is made in the USA. And then next we're going to do a primer. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It. It's a pore refining primer. I have never tried this one. Packaging is very beautiful. I forgot it's not Kat Von D, it's KVD. I wish that they had changed the name, to be honest with you guys, because is that not confusing? Is that not confusing that you're just like, who, what? Oh yeah, she sold the company. It's not hers, but it has her initials on it. And okay, so we're going to just get some out. It's very similar to like the Benefit Pore. It's a little bit more, I don't know, like sticky. I'm going to use this just around my nose and pore area. I don't really kind of use these type of primers all over my face just because they're usually a little bit more kind of have like that kind of drying property, and I do have dry skin, so I try to keep the rest of my face hydrated and put this more just in the areas where I do have pores and need a little bit more smoothness. It feels nice. It doesn't look as blurring as the Benefit one. I feel like the Benefit one from the get-go, you can just see like the blurriness. So we'll see when I have my foundation on, but it's okay. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Benefit Professional. We're gonna start playing around with this palette. I love the packaging. Iconic London has a really great formula. I've kept most of the palettes that have been sent. I think I decluttered one just because I had so many repeats as far as like neutral tones. But this one, as soon as I opened it, I was like, yes, thank you. This is the Iconic London Treat Yourself eyeshadow palette. The packaging is like this beautiful rose gold. And then when you open it up, mama, look at how fun. I've been waiting for like a fun palette. And we have a lot of like spring tones in here, a lot of like jewel tones, as far as like these beautiful shimmers with like these, I'm happy. So I really want to play with a lot of these more mint color and do a very minty look. I am wearing blue, so it might contrast a little bit, but I think I might even add the blueberry sucker in there as well. These just look beautiful and their formula is really, really nice. Let's go ahead and get a little transition color in here, and I'm gonna go all in. I'm just going to wing it. We're gonna use So Fresh, which is the matte mint color in here, and go from there. As always, I'm only gonna do one eye on camera, and then everything else, or my second eye and all of that jazz, will be separate. Okay, so really nice pigmentation. You might want to build up if you are afraid of it not blending. I usually am used to these kinds of formula being a little bit more sheer, so this one was quite pigmented. Okay, I see you. And you know what I might do? I might do like a light to dark moment. So I'm gonna clean up the edges. I'm gonna clean up these edges with Vanilla Baby and just go into the edge of that and clean it up. Vanilla Baby is just a vanilla eyeshadow color. It's very close to my eyelid color. So just cleaning up those edges. I'm gonna start off with sprinkles in the middle and just kind of see how the pigmentation is. That's so pretty. I didn't expect it to be this pigmented, but it's so beautiful, and it picked up really nicely with a brush. I usually use my fingers with Iconic London, but this is going on just very, very nicely. Next, I'm gonna use a little bit of that blueberry sauce, which is that beautiful blue, and put it on the outer skirt. I kind of wish that I had gone in with something a little darker, but it is what it is. We're gonna wing it today. We're just gonna wing it. I'm going back in, blending, blending, blending. This is just gonna be a very monochromatic look. And then for that inner corner, we are gonna go in. Let me get one of my favorite brushes. This is the Sigma E21, and I'm gonna go into Sherbet, which is the very, very light mint, and put that in my inner corner to try to open up the eye. I like it. I like the whole vibe right now. It's gonna come together with the eyelashes and the whole 9 yards. It is more light, very like open, but we're gonna do this eye off camera. I'm gonna do my foundation and we'll be back to play with the lower lash line and the blush and highlighter. Now that I've finished most of my face, I am baking a little bit underneath the eyes. We're gonna try the iconic London multi-use cream blush, bronze, and highlight palette. It just seems like they have one shade available. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, it seems like they just have this set. This one is pretty on the deep side, but I'm not sure if it would be something that everybody could use. These two, this one's like a little bit more of a pinky peach, and then this one is more of an apricot peach. And then we have this gold highlight. Okay, I am gonna go in with the medium shade here in the center and just test these out. This one does look a little bit warm. I haven't set my face with powder. Ooh, that, I kind of overdid it. Let's see if we can blend that out. I'm gonna use a different brush. I didn't think it was gonna be this pigmented. Ooh, child. Okay, so it does blend out nicely. So even though I kind of went in a little heavy-handed, it just completely blended. So thank God. So these are creamy but very blendable, really nice. You can really see the difference between like the chiseled cheek here. If you're into contouring your nose, you could probably use these as well. I'm gonna just go ahead and use this brush and go a little bit lighter around the forehead area just to kind of warm up my face a little bit. The medium tone does lean a little bit more orangey. I'm going to swatch all three right now for you guys so you guys can see what they look like, but let's see. I don't know if I would ever use the darkest one. So those are the three shades. Now looking at the palette, I wish that instead of making this kind of like, this is for everyone, I would have preferred them to do like a light, medium, and darker tones of palette. So then they could have put like an extra blush shade, they could have done a contour shade and a bronzing shade. And that way it would have been a little bit more universal. And that way you could choose like which palette would be more convenient for you, like a light, a medium, or dark, compared to this one that's for supposedly everybody. If you heard knocking, it was not at your house, it was mine. My son is still home from school, he's with his dad, but obviously like he's gonna come to me from time to time while I'm trying to record today. I hopefully will be back to my normal kind of schedule, favorites, palettes of the month, towards the end of August. I'm not sure whether to do just like, I don't know, like recent favorites or lately favorites or something. Anyways, I'm gonna touch both of the blushes, and I don't know, it's like almost like I feel like I don't see it being picked up on the brush, but then when I apply it, I'm like, ooh, okay. So I'm just gonna tap it in. I have really been into cream and liquid blushes a lot, especially as I get older. I just feel like it looks more beautiful on. And this pinky tone has like a goldy highlight in it as well. So that's really, really pretty. And then I'm not going to use the highlight that's in here because we have a separate highlight to test out. I'll just go ahead and swatch it, but these do all blend very, very beautifully. I just don't feel like I'll use, like, for example, that darker bronze shade. I might use just these two, so we'll see. But let's go ahead and swatch the highlight. Oh, that's pretty. So that's like a pretty, very light gold. And just a really nice palette. As you can see, you can see all my fingerprints on it. I know that type of packaging is so beautiful to look at, but it's annoying when you're like, oh God, that looks so dirty and ugly now with all my fingerprints. But in this, in these boxes, we did get a highlight. This packaging is a little extra, okay? This is just a full-on dome. It's a little too thick. I would have preferred it to be slightly thinner. When you unscrew the cap, this is the highlight. This is from Il Maquillage, and this is called Give Me More Mineral Baked Highlighter. This is made in Italy. I would have preferred something that like opened, kind of like my MAC ones. So I don't really care for having to like twist forever, but let's go ahead and swatch it. This really called to me because it reminds me of kind of like champagne pop. It reminds me of Soft and Gentle, which I went ahead and took out from my collection. And here is Soft and Gentle. And you can see here, like with this, you just pop it open and it has a magnetic, and it's the same thing where it's like a baked highlight. Let me see how they compare. Yeah, this is like spot on. They are identical. So this is Soft and Gentle, and this is the Il Maquillage one. So let me hold up the packaging so you guys can see them side by side, so you can see how thick she is. She's like super thick. But let's go ahead and use this to highlight. Soft and Gentle, I repurchased. I want to say I repurchased or got that, but I had purchased the original one. And then when I got the new packaging, I went ahead and decluttered my old one. But Soft and Gentle has always been in my collection from the get-go because it's so gorgeous. Look how beautiful that is. And this is Give Me More. Like I said, it looks identical to Soft and Gentle. So this is absolutely beautiful. And I think I'm going to go ahead and dust off my bake, and then I really want to use, I went ahead and dusted off my baking, and then I really want to use the So Fresh, which is the matte beautiful mint, and use that underneath the lash line. And then in the inner corner, I'm gonna add a little bit more sherbet. And where's my little tiny brush? Here you are. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of sherbet to just kind of really connect it together. Do you guys hear Sebastian? So there it is. I'm gonna put on lashes, some eyeliner, some lippy, and be right back. And that is it for the August Ipsy. Let me know which one was your favorite. I have to say, I think the Boxycharm by Ipsy and the Icon Box are my favorites this month. There's a lot of products in there that I really enjoyed, from skincare to beauty to brands that I've been dying to try and really get into, like Kosas. Also, the Iconic London eyeshadow palette is absolutely beautiful. I love that they got out from sending just neutral Iconic London palettes. And also there was just like a good variety this month, from skincare to also beauty. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. What are you guys getting? Are you excited for it? I'd love to hear from you down below. So this month was a good month. I feel like I felt a little bit more happier this month with the picks that I got. Let me know your thoughts, and I will also be making some cookies. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you ain't subscribed, you can hit that little red button. I have social media down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.